Hey guys, so today I'm going to go over the Marlinspike Hitch. It's a very useful hitch. It's great to know for camping and bushcraft. A lot of uses, and I'm going to go over some of those uses as well and show you how to do this as well as demonstrate some of the uses. So let's get into it. So first, for the Marlinspike Hitch, you'll take your cordage, whether it's paracord or bank line or rope, whatever you're using. You can make a loop like so. And you're going to fold that loop over onto the end, the standing end, and then this middle piece, you're going to grab that, pull it through, and that's going to make a little pocket. Whoops. So this new loop right here, keep slipping, this is what you're going to put your toggle or stake through. In this case, I've got the stick. You're going to put that through that, like so. Then you're going to cinch that down. And there you go. So that is the Marlinspike Hitch right there, and that's going to be very, very secure. You're not going to be able to pull that out, and it basically allows you to put a toggle or a stake into a rope at any point you need it. So this would be really useful, for example, for shelter craft. If you're hanging a shelter or a tarp, whatever, and you have your paracord and you need to pound in your stake into the ground, you can just make the Marlinspike Hitch really quick, put your stake through it at any length you need, and then you can pound it in. So again, loop, fold, pull through, put your toggle through it, then pull. And on one side it usually should have two little bands right here, and the other side it should have just the one. And yeah, it's not going to go anywhere. That's super, super secure. So yeah, shelter craft, great for pounding on the stake to secure a shelter on all your different points. And another great way to use this is for hanging up your backpack, keeping it off the ground. So I'll show you how to do that really quick. All right guys, so if you're into bushcraft, camping, hiking, survival, whatever, if you got a pack in the woods and you want to take a break, or if you're doing an all-nighter or whatever, overnighter, and you want to hang your backpack instead of putting it on the ground, then the Marlinspike Hitch is a great not to know, or hitch to know for this, because for one, I would not have my backpack on the ground, especially if it was wet or snowy, if I didn't have to. If I could put it elevated off the ground, then I definitely would. You don't want to get your stuff wet if there's no need to. Number two is it'll get it away from certain critters or animals that would have a harder time getting up at it in the tree. Obviously there's animals and critters that still can get to it, but it's still, say, better up in a tree versus on the ground where most things can get to it. And then lastly, it's going to be really good for your back. You know, if your backpack is secured to a tree at chest level, eye level, it's going to be a lot easier on your back. It's going to be really convenient just to open the pack up, get what you need to do, as opposed to bending over, breaking your back, constantly just going down to reach down to get your stuff. So yeah, great little tip to know. All you need is some paracord and a stake or a stick, whatever. And typically I would not use a tree this wide. So, you know, ones that are half as wide as this, or even a fourth as wide, would work great. But this would still work. This is just in my backyard right now. It's a giant maple tree we've got, but it'll still work. So what you're going to do is get your paracord, and you're going to have a bowline knot tied to one end. Let me find it. So a bowline knot. I have a video on this thing. It's a pretty great knot to know. Check that out too. And you are going to have the cord go all the way around. All right, so once you have that wrapped around the tree, you're just going to take the running end and feed it through the bowline loop. You're going to pull that nice and tight. That's going to really, really hold very well. Okay, and then from there, you're just going to make your Marlinspike Hitch. You can also just turn your wrist backwards like so. Grab, twist the whole thing, flip over, open your fingers, grab the stationary end, pull through it. So that's the way I do it one-handed. And you're going to grab your stake or stick, whatever you're using, put it through, finish that. Very, very strong hold. Then you can grab your backpack. And if you've got a backpack or a pack with the handle, that's great to put it through. That's just going to hold like so. And now I'm able to get to where I want to go. And if I wanted, I could raise this up even more. I could position this. And yeah, if you don't have a handle, then all you have to do is get a bigger stick, and then you would put it through these straps. So let's see if we can do that for you guys. Actually, let's just leave that there. So then you just put it through the straps behind, shoulder straps, dress it up. That's going to hold very well. Now again, you can raise this to where you want it to go. That's probably a little bit too low for me. I could either adjust the spike hitch, or I could raise this whole entire system up a little bit higher for me. But that's the idea, guys. And then it's super easy to take down. Take the stuff off. Take the stick out, whatever. And then you just undo everything else. And there you go. Alright, so this last little tip is a quick way to remove a boiling hot metal container like this one out of a fire. So imagine there's a fire here. I've been boiling my water to purify it, and I want to remove that out of the fire safely, let it cool down. So what you're going to do is get your cordage, and make your Marlinspike hitch quick, get your little toggle, and then secure it like so. Now it's nice and secure. You want the toggle to be roughly the width of the shoulder of the bottle, because it's wider than the mouth of the bottle, but it's roughly the width of the shoulders. So what's going to happen is, to remove it from a fire, once you've got this going, you're just going to come down here, drop it in safely so you don't burn yourself, and when you're going to pull it, the stick's going to catch on the shoulders, and then you can just pull it out of the fire very easily and move it off to the side. So super easy, quick way, safer. So that's the Marlinspike hitch, guys. Hopefully that was helpful for you. Multiple uses. There's more uses than I even covered on this video, but these are 3 that I thought that were pretty useful in general camping, survival, bushcraft tasks. Shelters, securing your backpack off the tree, removing boiling canteens from a fire, etc. But there's a lot of different ways. It's up to your imagination how you want to use this technique. But that's all I got for Marlinspike hitch. Again, sorry I haven't been making as much content lately. I've been busy with the new job I got, and also preparing for that intermediate Scout Pioneer course at the Pathfinder Survival School in Ohio. Got about, I think, 10 days till I go there, so preparing for that. Looking forward to it. Wish me luck. And I'll probably also make a video on the Pathfinder Scout course after I complete it. But that's all I got. Take care, guys. Thank you, and stay safe. Bye-bye.